It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back for another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music and entertainment breakdowns and commentary. When y'all see me log in with these headphones, you know we about to listen to some music. Now, we just got a new update from J. Cole, right? Might Delete Later Volume 2. This is the second installment of the Might Delete Later series. The first one we saw came out. It was completely random. It was on some odd-ass page. I don't even know how that came out. But it looks like J. Cole is trying to plant some seeds. As we all know, he is leading up to his album, The Fall Off. He's been leading up to The Fall Off for the past, 5 years, something like that. So we're finally looking like we're in that mode. It's supposed to drop this year. The Might Delete Later series is kind of reminiscent of Smack DVD, where they're kind of just roaming around doing tour footage, studio footage. We're getting to see J. Cole hanging out with his friends and people that he loves and holds dearly to his heart. People that we've seen before, people we've never seen before. And in this second installment, we also heard the return of Lil Cole, who we haven't seen since KOD, or heard since KOD, I should say. So this is a great example of feeding into the fan lore, right? Lil Cole, this little voice, this high-pitched voice, which is just J. Cole talking shit, has been around from the early days of his mixtapes. And J. Cole been out since what, 2009, 8, right? So he been out here for quite some time now, a little over 15 years in the game. His first album dropped in what year? 2011, 12? What year did Sideline Story drop? Give me a second. J. Cole, Sideline Story. That album came out. Where's the Wikipedia, my G? God dang. In 2011. All right, bet. So 2011 officially. So 13 years, but he's been around since like 2007 in total. So that's something that he's carrying on with his fan base, something that they're instantly going to recognize and appreciate. And I saw people on Twitter that was like, yo, this is the return of Lil Cole. Like, you wouldn't think that that's very significant, but it actually is. In each of these Might Delete Later installments, you also get to hear free samples of J. Cole's music. We don't know if this is all music that's going to be on the album. He has a lot of songs that are not going to make the final cut. I'm curious to see, out of the two Might Delete Later snippets that we've heard thus far, which are going to actually get on the album, because he's doing it's some cool shit he got going on. The first one, it sounded like more trappy, more hard, aggressive. This one sounds a little bit more gritty, more 90s hip hop-ish, still aggressive as well. It sounds like Cole is definitely in a braggadocious bag. He's in a space where he really wants to, he's showing his hunger. He's showing and displaying that he still is pushing his pen, still wants to be competitive in hip hop, even if the rest of the artists that are in this space aren't. Because a lot of niggas are just winging it. A lot of niggas are just throwing albums out there, shit's not catching, and they want to go try to find other ventures to get involved in because it's not clicking for them. Nonetheless, Cole is still pushing his pen, like I said. In both installments of the Might Delete Later series, we get appearances from Drake. The first we saw was on their tour, Big as the What tour. This one, we see Drake popping in on a studio session, and you also see tour footage as well. I'm thinking we're definitely going to get another J. Cole Drake collaboration on this album. We're seeing him appear too much. They're spending too much time together for them not to have probably damn near an EP at the minimum worth of music and collaborations together. I would love to see the day where they put out a joint project, and it'll kind of be the joint project that we never got from J. Cole and Kendrick. Of course, the texture and sound is going to be much different than we would have from that. But this is the more likely collaboration that we're going to get. We haven't really seen Cole and Kendrick spend time together, although they probably do privately. We haven't seen them collaborate in some time. The last time we really saw them or heard them together was on the Revenge of the Dreamers 3. You know, money, hey, look, but he didn't even have a verse. You know what I mean? I would have gladly taken a Kendrick verse over the baby, but we didn't get it. So now we're going to get into the new J. Cole free sample. Also, at the end of the video, we got what sounds like another Cameron appearance. Remember at the intro to the last album, Cameron opened up the album. This one, it sounds like Cam came back and did some new vocals, and J. Cole is actually sampling I'm Ready, which was a really dope track from Diplomatic Immunity. It was only Santana on that record, but it was Diplomat, Dipset. Cam was, of course, a large part of that. But again, let's just go ahead and get into the new joint. All right? I've talked enough. I'm sure y'all ready to hear some bars, hear some good beats and shit like that. So let's hear what Cole has to say for us. All right, y'all. So I want to send a message out there to people that are out here claiming other people's music and content on YouTube. If you're putting out people's music, right? Key example, J. Cole's new Might Delete Later 2. I was in the midst of listening to it. I uploaded it to YouTube. I did the whole reaction video. And guess what I was greeted with? Some random ass nigga not affiliated with J. Cole, Dreamville, nobody in the fucking world, excuse my language, is claiming J. Cole's unreleased music and putting it under your name. As a matter of fact, we're going to shout you out. Since you want to be affiliated with J. Cole's name and music and likeness and all this type shit, let's go ahead and just put your name on Front Street. Lil D-Rocks, you whack ass nigga. You're out here copyright claiming J. Cole's music, flagging it on YouTube as if you did anything affiliated with this song, as if you was in the studio, as if you produced, as if you wrote a motherfucking lyric on this man's song. You want to claim his shit when he ain't even claiming it. It should be J. Cole name popping up. It should be Dreamville name popping up. It should be maybe Rock Nation name popping up. It should be maybe Interscope popping up. If it ain't one of those four, what the fuck is you doing with your lame ass, sir? You trying to cash in on this nigga work and try to block people from playing it so that you could try to monetize on it? Are you kidding me? And J. Cole ain't even claiming it? You sir need your ass whooped up and down the block, whatever block it is that you live on. You deserve to get your ass drugged. Now, I want to say this, and it's not just the little D-Rocks. You want to be famous so bad. But for anybody else out there that's doing this type of thing, what the fuck compels you to try to register a false copyright of some sort? And I know you didn't actually copyright this shit. What you did was you uploaded this shit to probably Spotify via one of these self-serve distribution companies. And you paid the little extra dollar to go ahead and turn on Content ID as if your ass really owned the copyright to this shit. And for all of the distribution companies, all of the content claiming distribution companies, why is it so easy for motherfuckers to go out here and make false claims? At some point, this is going to have to change. Otherwise, we're going to have this shit going to die. Because you got people that are allowed to act like they're basically impersonating the creators. And if at some point the creators can't even properly file their shit because lame ass, random ass niggas are going out here trying to do it first, that's going to be a big problem. Y'all going to have to get that shit in order because y'all are allowing people to do this shit. Y'all going to get the lawsuits too. Y'all going to get your ass drug up the block as well and just as badly. Matter of fact, probably even more because y'all are facilitating this shit. Just had to go ahead and put that message out there because I want y'all to see and know why it is that I'm not actually playing J. Cole's lyrics or audio in this video as I intended, but we will go through the lyrics. All right. Nigga said, I'm holding on tight to what it feel like to live a peaceful life. Y'all know J. Cole definitely been out of the way. past 10 years, ever since Forest Hill Drive and all that shit, man, like, nigga ain't really came outside for too much. He been bodying features. I think he's recording a lot of this stuff from his home studio. Then, of course, he's got the shelter out there in NC where they do a lot of stuff at. He don't really be in the press. He don't do interviews. He recently sat down with Yachty and had a great conversation. But, like, nigga really been a homebody at home with his wife and kids. Man. And getting millions of dollars to do it. Nigga says, in riding the bike, all that I ever knew was beef and strife. Going to sleep at night, praying that God release the stress. Now I'm on G4 jets across the seas to decompress. Nigga flexing while still kind of keeping it humble. You know what I mean? My recent text, how much you think? Decent guess. Like, how much you think I made off this last this last money I made that I got texted about? Oh, that's what you think? Decent guess. They growing more eager, Cole. Who you gonna kill in the feature next? It's like a fucking game now. Like, who's J. Cole gonna pop up next to now and body their ass? Like, nigga been on a run for about 4 years of that. Who would you suggest? He says. My nigga just told me the streets a myth. Which it is, because all of the bullshit that everybody wanted to feed into just turned out to be getting niggas in dead or in jail. Nowadays, niggas is snitching. The shit is over with. You know what I mean? So, niggas spitting. I just had to stop. I had to pull the lyrics up. This nigga going in. And this is only like a minute 40. My nigga just told me that the street's a myth. And he's perplexed. They telling on people like the teacher's pet. Whew. Like, the streets is a myth. Niggas is telling on people like a teacher's pet, man. It's straight snitch activity going on out here, man. What the fuck is going on? All that street shit dead, man. Okay? He took a pull of his weed. He hides the trees where eagles nest. So he clearly on some of that super fruity, goddamn. Some of that Cali. You know what I mean? I started chiefing less and less. I had my cerebral vex. So I guess his homeboy getting super high. He started chiefing less and less. Had his cerebral vex. Too many blessing to be depressed. Went from too stressed to be blessed. Now my new recipes just keep that fuck shit from my desk. Like, okay. So he said he basically calmed down on his weed smoking. It had his cerebral vex because, you know, whether or not people want to believe it, weed is you're able to have a weed addiction as well. So his cerebral was vexed. Too many blessing to be depressed, went from too stressed to be blessed. So he like, shit, my new recipe, rather than dealing with my stress with weed, is keep that fuck shit from my desk. Just keep the bullshit from around me and I can maintain and do what I need to do and be in a good space, right? I don't want shit but my breath. I don't want shit but my fam. Thought I used super glue, nigga. Had this gun stick to my hand. So he like, shit, man, I don't want for nothing but breath and family around me. But then he throws a gun line in there because who raps without throwing a random gun line in there? Not J. Cole. Shit. So he like, thought I used super glue. Like, shit, nigga, I can't even get this motherfucker out, bitch. Said, plus I don't give a fuck about lying once I learn these niggas. Wait, I don't even tote no pistol, but that shit sounded so hard. Plus I don't give a fuck about lying once I learn these niggas fraud. So he like, he follows that gun bar up with, I don't even tote no pistol, but the shit sound hard and I don't care about lying because it's already been discovered. Everybody's lying. So I'm just gonna say whatever I want. Right? Once I learn these niggas fraud, I'm finna burn these niggas, dog. Bring me that urn, these nigga charcoal. I'm sending a crossroads with the lost souls. So bring me the urn, basically, because the urny, he's talking about bring me the urn. I'm finna burn these niggas and send them to the crossroads with the lost souls. Like, I'm finna burn these niggas and send them where they need to go. With the lost souls. And then, of course, the Nia Long line. I saw a Nia Long quote. I would have Pope. Man, come on, dog. And this reference goes back to 2016 from No Role Models, where he said, my only regret was too young for Nia Long. She responded 2 years later during the Larry King interview saying, he's really not too young. He just doesn't know it. But Cole was married by then. Well, let's just say fortunately, not unfortunately, but he didn't get an opportunity to play that game. He didn't get to ride that ride. Wow. Get Nia Long to come out and say that. He ain't too young. He just don't know it. Nia Long out here, man. We seen Nia Long out here spending time with Jeezy after leaving fucking Emi Udoka. Like, Nia Long, Nia Long be with the shit, man. Oh. Anyway, Uh, let me let Cole finish out his shit because he finna get into some shit here. I saw Neil on quote. I would have pulled back when my hard code giving 3 or 4 strokes. Then I'm on to the next shit like a par 4. That shit tough, man. 3 4 strokes. Then I'm on to the next like a par 4. That's hard. I'm a raw ass nigga, 6'4", tall ass nigga with a sick flow. Y'all ass jigger. How much did the kid gross for the label? Paid dues, had to pay dues for my masters, but I'm grateful. Shit, business is business. I'm in the Ville, the winners is 10, and keeping my dick in my britches. Like, he flows on flows, pockets on pockets, patterns on patterns. J. Cole is giving y'all a masterclass in how to keep evolving, how to keep pushing that motherfucking pen. I can't stress that enough. Y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all ask Jigga how much did the kid gross for that label? How much I made Hove and Rock Nation in my career off these albums. He's still on Rock Nation to this day. The last album was even on Rock Nation. But yes, that's J. Cole. Another installment of Might Delete Later. More music came off of that. He's definitely in his zone. He's definitely in his element. I'm excited to hear what the fall off is going to sound like. I'm interested to see if this Might Delete Later whole situation turns out to be a warm up before the fall off officially drops. I don't know if he's going to put this together, compile some of these songs into an EP, mixtape, bonus tracks on the album. I wouldn't be surprised if he packages these in some form. Deluxe version. But Cole is definitely gearing up to hit niggas with some shit. And I'm here for it. Because again, you know, out of the so-called lyricists that we have today, the ones that are left, we got Kendrick, but Kendrick drops once every 5 years. Drake is a lyricist, but he decides not to even play in the field. You know, he gives you maybe 3 songs per album where he really raps. The rest of it, he wants to rap next to 21 Savage and Future and niggas like that and try to slide on his ops and shit like that. I don't know why he's so eager to talk about shit like that, but whatever. You know, it's cool. There's nothing wrong with the content, but he just be sounding out of place. And the older he gets, the more out of place he continues to sound on that. You know? And then we got Cole, who is still fully dedicated to the craft. Cole is dropping, feature after feature. So even when he doesn't have a project out, you're getting 4 or 5 verses a year where he's just popping up on niggas shit going crazy. He even got to the point where he said, I'm not doing no more features. And the nigga reneged on that to keep doing them. That's somebody that's fully in love with the sport. In the Might Delete Later series, you also see J. Cole ramping up on the production side. He hasn't really produced for himself in the last 2 to 3 albums. I think the last album he really produced on was KOD. I think he made some of those beats, but it's been a minute. So that's also something to look forward to, is how his beats are sounding in 2024, how he's improving. I know he keeps a lot of producers around him, from T-Minus. We saw an appearance from Conductor, who's mostly known for producing for Griselda. We saw an appearance from Boy Wonder in the sessions. So he has help. He's definitely coming with a fucking ferocious team of niggas. So I can't wait to hear what the album looks like. We don't have a date. We don't have a timeline. We do know that Dreamville Fest is coming up and he's going to be closing it out as usual. He may perform some of these new songs at the festival. I think he did perform something new last year at the festival and he was snapping like a mug. But outside of that, we don't have much more information about J. Cole, but I'm sure more updates are soon to follow because, again, the fall off is slated to be out at some point in 24. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Let me know what y'all favorite bar was from this track. How'd y'all feel about, you know, the vibe that he's on, the lane that he's, you know, treading in right now, which is basically just snapping off. And let me know if y'all are also excited for the album. All right, all my insiders, what it do? I hope you're having a great day so far. We've got more content coming for you today. But Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. Don't stay outside all your life. Come on in. It's much more warm in here. It's much more cozy. We got snacks. We got all types of shit, man. Plus tomorrow, we're going to be doing my 10K celebration / birthday stream celebration. So you definitely want to get notifications on that. See what we talking about. See how this shit go down. You got to come on. Become an insider so you get the notice. All right? Much love and respect. I see y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.